Hurricane Smith. What an easy. Is this a bad movie? Let's get into it. Hurricane Smith is from 1992. It was actually filmed in 1990. Oh really? Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Well, anyway, Hurricane Smith was released in 1992. That's about an hour and 25 minutes. It stars Carl Weathers as Hurricane Smith, Dill Smith. What a common name for a lead character in a movie. No offence to any Dill Smiths, because I know there's lots of them. But I'm so glad his nickname's Hurricane. Imagine this movie is just called Dill Smith. It also stars Jurgen Prochnow as the bad guy, Charlie, and a whole load of Australians. Yeah. This movie is set in Australia. It's part of the Ozploitation scene of the late 80s, early 90s, following on from the success of Crocodile Dundee and Young Einstein, Craigley Down Under, things like that. It was all part of that scene, which quickly and thankfully died. Yeah. As much as you might like Australia, a lot of these movies are not great. Anyway, what's the tagline for Hurricane Smith? He'll blow you away. That's pretty good. Okay. So, Bill Hurricane Smith leaves Texas, where he's a ranch worker or something, and he heads off to Australia to find his sister who moved there and hasn't been heard of for several months. While he's flying to Australia, we see Australia and we see a yacht with some dudes fishing for sharks. One of the dudes is thrown into the sea by another dude and eaten by the sharks. He's double-crossed by this guy, this crime lord, Howard. Yeah, Howard is the big crime boss in this movie, as we'll come to learn. Hurricane Smith touches out in the airport. As soon as he gets through customs, he is greeted by two blonde girls in bikinis, and they give him a kiss and say, "Welcome to Australia." When are they going? He gets out of the airport, into a taxi, and by the way, Carl Weathers, great guy, great looking guy, huge, good smile, charismatic, but without a moustache. No, it's just not right. It's like seeing Pedro Pascal without a moustache, or Hulk Hogan without a moustache. It's just not right. Yeah, well. Anyway, he gets in the taxi and tells the taxi driver, "Just drive south." Yeah, and the taxi driver's like, "This is Australia, mate. What are you talking about?" But he does it. He says, "Just drive south until we see a house." Luckily he knows what house he's looking for. It's this big pink house, and the only one in Australia, I guess so, because he says this is the house, gets out, goes in, turns out this is a place where men can come and pay to have sex with women. Yeah. A brothel. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Inside, he meets Julie, who is a good friend of Sally Mae, his missing sister, and we meet Shanks, who's like her pimp, I suppose. Yeah, and they work for this guy, Charlie, who you'll meet soon. Yeah. After being chased off by Shanks, Hurricane Smith breaks in the house later that night when it's empty, and he has to hide because a whole party of people arrive, including Charlie. And Charlie is like, "Hey, Julie, you've been talking about this missing girl. I'll have to teach you a lesson." Yeah, so he takes her into the bedroom and he's going to do things to her and punish her. Yeah, but then luckily Hurricane Smith sneaks up behind and knocks him out. Yeah, and then he has to fight his way out past a load of goons and escapes into the night.
No bother.
I mean, this Charlie's he's a bit of a dick. Well, yeah, he's a bad guy. Yeah, he's really harsh on people. Yeah, he is. Hurricane Smith manages to tell Julie before she leaves that he's staying at a local hotel. Yeah, did you see the hotel he's staying at? I don't remember what it looks like. No. It's Nain. I never noticed. Well, he's staying at the Hotel Atollo. Get it? Because he's Atollo Creed. Very good. Do you know what? That is a good fact. That's something, if I heard that when I was 13, I would have thought, "Oh, that joke is just for me." Or, "No one else will get that. I'm so smart. I'm such a good movie fan." You loser.
Oh, you're not wrong.
So pretty quickly, Hurricane Smith is found by Charlie's goons at the Hotel Apollo, and he's captured, and then he's forced to fight the biggest guy. Yeah, and he's winning, but then he gets knocked out, and then he wakes up. Charlie and his goons beat him up a bit more, and then tell him, your sister left the country, let it go, and that'll be the end of it. And then they dump him on the street. Why not just kill him? Well, as he's walking back to his hotel, he is approached by Shanks, who says, listen, Julie wants to see you at this local bar. He goes into the bar, and there's the bartender's so grunty. The bartender, Griffo, turns out to be Julie's granddad. He says she's over there waiting to talk to you, and keeps calling him a septic. Yeah, Hurricane Smith, like, what is this racist language? What's a septic? And the name septic tank, yank. American. Still racist. Yeah, well.
A septic tank, yank. Thank you.
He means a black American now, don't he?
Mate, I don't give a big rat's ass whether you're black, white, or brindle. You're still a septic, for crying out loud.
You're a yank.
You got something against Americans?
All apart from the fact that they're a bunch of loudmouth, self-opinionated bastards who robbed the country blind during the last World War. Not a thing.
But she gets him a room above the pub and then helps him heal up and then has sex with him. Yeah, well, that's coming up later here. Julie's a sex worker, but she tells Hurricane that her sister is not a sex worker. They were just good friends, and sometimes they used to crash at each other's places. She also says, is it true that you saved Sally Mae from a hurricane when she was a kid? And he says yes. And he says, everyone started calling me Hurricane, and the name just stuck. What? How did they call you Hurricane? Oh, I don't know. But like you said, it's a better movie title than Bill Smith.
Sorry, Bill.
That night, Julie heads home. She's ambushed by Charlie and his goons. Yeah, they chase her, right, and they're going to kill her. And then she gets on a bus and endangers the lives of 30 other people. Yeah. So she escapes again to Hurricane Smith's dead. And that's when they make love. Yeah. And this scene goes on for a while. It's quite a long love-making scene. The next morning we find out Griffo has this really nice American car, a Pontiac. Yeah, that's definitely coming into play. Yeah, yes it is.
That's definitely happening.
Now Howard, the big boss, doesn't know what Hurricane Smith looks like. So Griffo takes Hurricane Smith to Howard's place. He pretends to be a horse fancier. Disgusting. No, like someone who's interested in racehorses. Even they're disgusting. No, not like that. So Howard says, oh, you must join me one day on my yacht. We'll discuss this. So, they go and like the Contals. Well, they're about to be. We see the yacht. We see Charlie is on the yacht with Howard's girlfriend and an unconscious Julie. Yeah, they've taken Julie by this point. So, Hurricane Smith and Howard's driver, I guess, get on a speedboat, head out to the yacht to join the party. And then Hurricane Smith realises there's a bomb on this speedboat, so he has to jump off.
There's a bomb in it! Billy! Jump! There's a bomb in the boat!
Arthur?
Yeah, big explosion. Everyone thinks Howard and Hurricane and the driver are dead. Hurricane is not. Howard and the driver are. Yeah, because Charlie wants to take over the whole empire. Hurricane and Shanks team up. They go on a speedboat, head out to Charlie's mansion. Used to be Howard's mansion, I guess. Charlie's there with his girlfriend, and she's naked. Yeah, yeah. And then she's dead. Yeah. When things start to kick off, she says, hey, what about me? So he just shoots her dead. Yeah. How romantic. Yeah. Hurricane and Shanks get onto the island or wherever it is. Big shootout in this compound. Take out all the guards, as always. Massive shootout. The cops arrive. Yeah, and so do the army, for some reason. Yeah. The place is surrounded. All the goons are dead. And Charlie appears with Julie. Now conscious, that also a hostage. He's like, hey, give me that police charter that's flying around and I'll let her live. So they do. Yeah. They give up the police helicopter. It lands. It's just Charlie and Julie in the helicopter with the pilot. But as it's taken off, Hurricane Smith runs like a hurricane and jumps like a hurricane and catches onto the helicopter. Yeah, as it's in the sky, there's a fight. Hurricane and Charlie in the helicopter. Julie falls out and she's hanging on like, help me, Hurricane! Remember the cartoon, The Hurricanes? Yeah, it was great. Never heard of it. You brought it up. Eventually, both men are hanging from the other side of the helicopter. Julie's hanging onto one rudder. Charlie and Hurricane are holding onto the other rudder. Yeah, and then Charlie just falls. What a weakling. Well, he does just fall to his doom. And they see sharks eating. Oh, Australia. Hurricane gets back on board, brings Julie back on board. Oh, by the way, during this tussle with Charlie and Hurricane, the toilet is shut. We saw all the blood hit the window. But now Hurricane and Julie are back on board. Hurricane leans into the toilet and says, hey, you okay? And the guy's like, yeah, I'm fine. What? I thought you was dead. Next thing we know, Julie, Griffo and Hurricane Smith are at the airport. Julie is moving to America with Hurricane Smith. That's quick news. That is a quick move. But she's happy, he's happy. Griffo's not too happy because he's losing his granddaughter to a septic, as he calls him. Racist. Yeah, well. And that's the end. So what happened with the sister? Yeah. I don't think we ever get a real clear answer. He asks people, is she dead? Is she locked up somewhere? Has she left the country? And no one gives him a definitive 100% certain answer. What a waste of a journey. Well, I guess he got a new girlfriend out of it. So, Hurricane Smith, is this a bad movie? Not on your Nelly. This is great. Anything with Carol Weathers is great. Almost. This is really great fun. I enjoyed it. Loads of explosions. This should have been a bigger movie than it was. I agree with that. Full disclosure, we have also watched Action Jackson, and that'll be out. A review of that will be out soon if it's not already out. And that is another Carol Weathers classic. But Hurricane Smith, I thought I had never heard of this, and then I saw the poster and recognised it from a video magazine I used to get every month. And I remember seeing the poster, seeing the VHS video cover, and thinking, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that. Never did, never saw it until recently, and what have I been doing with my life? Because this is a great movie. Great fun, loads of action, like you say, loads of explosions, fun actors, people getting really into their role, really chewing the scenery, and enjoying every minute of it. Watch it, it's great fun. It is fun. But let us know what you think of Hurricane Smith. Have you heard of it? Have you seen it? Do you like it? I hope so. But if not, it's okay. That's your choice, Nate. Right, it's the wrong choice, right. Hit like, hit subscribe, watch another video.